It's great to be here at Neocon 2013 with our friends at Top Floor. We love that you all stopped by and took a few minutes to see what's new with Mannington Commercial. I'm Natalie Jones, our VP for Brand Development, and we wanted to share a little bit with you all about our Design Local competition. Design Local is a new initiative that Mannington launched this year to really celebrate local design and the designers in different cities and to really find out what inspires them. So we worked with a team of 6 designers and gave them 2.5 hours, $200, and a camera, and just sent them out into the city to find out what would inspire them. And then as a team, they came back and shared their ideas and inspirations, and as a group, collaboratively worked to really decide on one cohesive product design concept that they would launch. So it was really different. It was a new way for us to do product development. We were very excited to get to meet a lot of talented designers in 4 cities throughout the country. Our winning team was Team DC, and that's the product that we're showcasing here this year at Neocon. Their design is called On the Grid, and I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about the contest and their inspiration. So I would love to introduce to you Ann Stahl. She's from Baltimore, Maryland. Kristyn Hill from Boston, Massachusetts. And Preeti Reddy from Washington, D.C. So again, we had kind of the whole Northeast represented on Team DC. And again, I'm going to turn it over to Ann to kind of tell you about how the inspiration process took place.
So my name is Ann Stahl, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I came to DC with these other lovely ladies, and we all didn't know each other, and it was a great experience to come together and kind of take all of our ideas and make something into it. We really wanted to use the transportation idea in DC and the grid of DC as well, and so as you can see, the carpet right behind her, it really showcases the grid that DC has, and then we wanted to bring a pop of color into it as well, so we could get the idea of the cherry blossoms, the greenery that's in DC, the whole beautiful nature of DC. I'll turn it over to Kristyn Hill.
Hi, I'm Kristyn Hill from Boston, Massachusetts. Just talking a little bit more off of what Ann said, we came back with all our photographs and we had a little brainstorm session. And we found a lot of similarities between the forms and the high contrast between a lot of the elements that we had taken photos of. So we really wanted to bring that into our designs. And kind of playing off the whole micro and macro feel, we came up with 3 different patterns, zoomed in, then zoomed all the way out, mostly from a bird's eye view. So we started playing with the fields of depth with that.
And then Preeti Reddy, I'm going to turn it over to her to tell you a little bit more about the competition itself and their design.
Well, as Ann and Kristyn said before, this was based on the transportation aspect of DC. And a lot of people think it's like a sleepy city that's all gray with the architecture and all, but we wanted to add some color, which we tried to do based on the photographs that were taken.
So how was the product development process different than you thought it would be?
For me, I had no idea what this was all about, product development at least, and so it was a lot more involved than I ever thought. A lot of work.
I can tell you as a manufacturer, we're just thrilled with the end result, and we'll get you a couple close-ups of the patterns, but you can see their original design really is reminiscent of the city grid of Washington, D.C., and we just love the intense pops of color that they selected. It really brings life to the floor. It's a very usable pattern. It's geometric without being too rigid or hard. And then you can see, as Kristyn mentioned, the nice small-scale design that really would be terrific for big open areas. And then we also have a large blown-up version that really expands the perspective of the city grid of D.C. So it's a terrific collection, and it was a great experience, and we're very excited for these talented designers from the DC and northeastern area. So that's a little bit about Design Local.